the number of chromosomes. Am I clear? We were talking about genetic disorders. Genetic disorders, they are of two types: Mendelian disorders and chromosomal disorders. In Mendelian disorders, I told you that these type of disorders are caused due to change in the single gene. But if I talk about the chromosomal disorders, then these type of disorders are caused due to change in the number of chromosome or due to change in the arrangement of chromosomes. Clear? Now let us talk about the chromosomal disorders in detail. As you know, if I talk about the human beings, as you know, we are having how many chromosomes? 46. Clear? So we are having 46 chromosomes. If I talk about this 46 number, then out of these 46 chromosomes, 44 they are autosomes and the rest two they are sex chromosomes. And we used to write them in pair, as in our body the homologous chromosomes they used to pair. So instead of 46, I can also write in our body we are having 23 pair of chromosomes. Clear? So we are having 23 pair of chromosomes, and out of this these 23, 22 pair they are of autosomes and the rest one pair is of sex chromosome. Now what happens in chromosomal disorder? This number got changed. Like we are having 46 chromosomes. If the number 46 becomes 47 due to any reason, then that will come under chromosomal disorder. Or if this 46 becomes 45, it means there is a deletion of one chromosome. Then again, it is chromosomal disorder. So what is happening sometimes in human being? Like normally we are having 46 chromosomes. In certain disorders, there is a probability that we can have 45 number of chromosomes. This is actually happening in Down syndrome. We will discuss about that also. So there could be deletion of one chromosome, as you can see. Again, this is a chromosomal disorder. So the person which will be born with the 45 number of chromosomes will be having chromosomal disorder. It could be 47, that is addition of one chromosome. Again, the person who will be born with the 47 number of chromosomes, he or she will also be having chromosomal disorder. And in certain cases, what is happening? Suppose let it be 2n. The individual produce, it is directly having the double the set of the chromosome. Suppose 2n number of chromosomes was present in the parent. So in the baby, 4n number of chromosomes will be present, or 6n number of chromosomes will be present. This type of condition is not in the human beings, not even in the animals. This type of condition, it is prevalent in case of plants. These all are chromosomal disorders. So basically chromosomal disorder means either deletion of one chromosome, addition of one chromosome, or it could be 2, 3, or addition of the whole set of chromosome. Here in this example, you can see the whole set of chromosome has been added. Clear? Now, let me talk about the different types of chromosomal disorder. So, chromosomal disorder, it is of two types: aneuploidy, polyploidy. So what happens in aneuploidy? There could be deletion or addition of one chromosome or maybe two chromosomes. Clear? So in this, there is deletion or addition of one chromosome or a few chromosomes. Like I told you, we are having 46 chromosomes. If it becomes 47, it will come under aneuploidy. If it will become 45, it will come under aneuploidy. Means if there is addition or deletion of one chromosome or maybe two chromosomes, means a few number I can say. But in polyploidy, what is happening? The addition of the whole set of chromosome is there. Means if the condition was 2n, now it will become 4n, 6n. Am I clear? So here addition is there, but addition is of whole set, or I can say the addition is of whole genome. Here the addition was there, deletion again was there, but that was of only a few chromosomes, one chromosome, two chromosome. But here in polyploidy, poly as the name suggests, the addition is there, but the whole set is getting added. Clear? Actually, why these two are happening? If I talk about the cell division, you have to go that in aneuploidy, what is happening? If you remember the anaphase second, in the meiosis second, also, suppose here I am having a cell. This cell is undergoing cell division. Okay, as you know, in metaphase, the chromosomes will be aligned towards the equator. Suppose the chromosomes are towards the equator. Clear? Just see here. I am drawing two chromosomes. From here, spindle fibers will arise like this. Now, what used to happen in anaphase? These two sister chromatids, they start moving to the opposite poles. Means this sister chromatid will move to this pole. This chromatid will move to this pole. So in normal conditions, just see what is happening. One chromatid will move to this pole. Second will move to this pole. This used to happen normally. Same with the second chromosome. But what happens sometimes due to any reason, the two sister chromatids, they don't separate. So what will happen in one cell? No sister chromatid will go for that particular chromosome, and in second cell, both chromatids will go. So what will happen? Here, the resultant will be having 47 chromosomes instead of 46, because that one sister chromatid is in addition. Am I clear? So instead of 46, it will be having 47. And the second cell produced, it will be having 45 chromosomes. So this could be the reason for aneuploidy. Now, if I talk about the polyploidy, what happens during polyploidy? Its reason lies in the telophase. Now suppose after anaphase. In the anaphase, everything goes right. Now here I am having the chromatids. Okay, there also I am having the chromatids. Now what should be the condition in telophase? In anaphase there was no problem, or the four chromosomes they separate properly. Now in telophase it was supposed that there must be cell division, right? So that this cell will be having 2n set, this cell will be having 2n set. But sometimes what happens, there is no cell division. So now what will happen? The resultant offspring will be having 2n plus 2n. The resultant baby will be having how many chromosomes? 4n. So basically aneuploidy and polyploidy, am I clear? Now let us talk about the different types of aneuploidy. If there is any doubt, then you can write in the chat box. Now, if I talk about the different types of aneuploidy, so as I told you, in aneuploidy, there could be deletion of a chromosome, there could be addition of a chromosome, of a few chromosomes. So on the basis of that only, aneuploidy is of three types that we have to discuss, otherwise types are so many. First is monosomy. Second is trisomy. There is no disomy because di means one set of chromosomes. They are originally present in us. We are talking about human beings, so there is no disomy. Monosomy, trisomy, tetrasomy. What happens in monosomy? Mono means one. In monosomy, there is deletion of one chromosome. In monosomy, there is deletion of one chromosome. Like I'm giving you example of human only. We are having 46 chromosomes. If a person is suffering from monosomy, then one chromosome will get deleted. So now that monosomic person will be having how many chromosomes? 45. So a person who is suffering from the monosomy will be having 45 chromosomes. And this condition is actually happening in Turner syndrome. What is Turner syndrome? We'll discuss. In Turner syndrome, one X chromosome is missing in the female. As you know, females, they are having two X chromosomes. What happens in Turner syndrome? Only one X chromosome is present in the female. Second X chromosome is absent. So they are having how many chromosomes in total? 45 instead of 46. If I talk about trisomy, in trisomy, okay, in monosomy, I can write the condition to be like 2n minus 1. If 46 chromosomes were there, then it will be 46 minus 1, 45. In trisomy, there is addition of one chromosome. Here in monosomy, there was deletion of one chromosome. Here in trisomy, there is addition of one chromosome. Clear? This condition is there in the Down syndrome patients. They are having one extra chromosome. Like we are having 46, so those patients, they are having how many chromosomes? 47. The addition of only one chromosome, deletion of one chromosome is very disastrous. And the Down syndrome patients, you might have seen also, they are quite common. Okay. So in trisomy, there is addition of one chromosome. So again, I can say the condition is 2n plus 1. If 46 chromosomes are there, it will become 46 plus 1. That is 47. So the patients of Down syndrome, they are having how many chromosomes? 47. If I talk about tetrasomy, not in your syllabus, but still I'm telling you, in tetrasomy, there is addition of two chromosomes. So what is the condition? 2n plus 2. So like we are having 46 chromosomes. So a person who is suffering from tetrasomy, he or she will be having how many chromosomes? 48. Am I clear with the different types of chromosomal disorder? Now we shall discuss about the examples of chromosomal disorder. Let me explain the first example, that is Down syndrome. And Down syndrome I'll explain with the help of an image. First image. Now this is the image of Down syndrome. You must observe carefully. As you know, we are having how many chromosomes? 46. And they are arranged in 23 pairs. So this is first pair. This is basically human karyotype. This diagram is of human karyotype, which is taken directly through a microscope. This image is taken directly through a microscope. Okay. Like this, chromosomes arranged in pair. This is first pair. We are having 23 pair, right? First pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, fifth pair, sixth pair, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like this, our chromosomes are arranged. Okay. Why, how, you'll get to know in the later classes. Right now, I'll tell you about Down syndrome only. This is 13th pair, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. This is the karyotype of a male or a female. Just see 23rd chromosome, that is the sex determining chromosome. X and Y. Y chromosome is shorter than the X. You can see here. So this is the karyotype of a human male. Now, what happens in Down syndrome? Come to the 21st pair. In the 21st pair, there is trisomy. Means पेयर में क्या होते हैं दो क्रोमोसोम. बट अभी क्या होगा 21th क्रोमोसोम एक एक्स्ट्रा हो जाएगा. मीन्स दो क्रोमोसोम तो थे ही थे, दो तो होने ही है, because there is pairing in our body. But here you can see three are there. The third chromosome is extra. Just see, there is a red mark. The third chromosome is extra. So here trisomy is there. अगर आप count करेंगे, instead of 46 chromosomes, you will find that 47 chromosomes are there in this baby boy. So this boy is suffering from Down syndrome. So what is the cause of Down syndrome? Trisomy, or I can say addition of one chromosome at the 21st number. Clear? You can see at the 21st number we are having three chromosomes instead of two. Now, if I talk about the symptoms of a person who is suffering from the Down syndrome. Now let me show you one image for that. This is a baby who is having the Down syndrome. So what will be the symptoms? First, the face will be flat. If you'll observe your face is having somewhat outstretched structure, your nose and everything. But if you see the face of a Down syndromic person, it is totally flat. And if you see from the back, the head is also flat. If you move your hand over your head, you can feel it is somewhat roundish. Okay, it is somewhat round. But the head of the back of the head of the Down syndromic person is again flat. Clear? If you'll observe the tongue of that Down syndromic person, then you will observe that the tongue is having bifurcation. Bifurcation means it is split into two, like we are having a single tongue. Their tongue is bifurcated into two. Their hands, they show special type of crease. Like crease, ये आपको अपने hand पे लाइनें दिख रही होगी. Lines, these are crease. So in them, they are having special type of line crease. Let me show you with another image. This is the hand of a normal human being. We are having crease like this. Crease, crease. You can just match this with your hand. But if you see the hand of a Down syndromic person, then you will observe that the number of crease, they are quite less. Just compare these two. In the Down syndromic patient, the number of crease, it is quite less. They are having one crease in the center like this. This is known as simian crease. Clear? Now, let us talk about another abnormality of chromosome or another chromosomal disorder, and this is Klinefelter syndrome. Now, what happens in Klinefelter syndrome? Again, there is trisomy, means one additional copy of chromosome is there. That additional chromosome is X chromosome. And Klinefelter syndrome occurs in male only, not in female. What happens actually? Just see the karyotype. First chromosome is there in pair, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Like this, we are having 22 pair. But what happens in the 23rd pair? Just see. In the normal male, it should be X and Y. One chromosome should be X and second should be of Y. But here just see, two X chromosomes are there. So again, they are having how many chromosomes in total? 47 instead of 46. So there is trisomy, means additional copy of X chromosome is there. Now, if I talk about the symptoms, just imagine if 2X will be there in that male, what could be the result? The development of feminine characters will be more, like in that particular male. There will be gynecomastia. Gynecomastia means development of the breast. Clear? The males, they will also be sterile. So the males which who are suffering from the Klinefelter syndrome, they will show the feminine character along with the masculine character. They will be having the normal masculine character as they are having the Y chromosome. But due to presence of 2X chromosome, they will be showing the development of feminine character also. Like I told you, there will be development of breast, the pubic hair, the chest hair, they will be quite less. Now let us talk about the next syndrome, that is Turner syndrome. It is an example of monosomy. In this chromosome, there is deletion of one chromosome and that is X chromosome. So in Turner syndrome, what happens basically? One X chromosome is missing and this condition is there in case of female, not in male. As you can see, first chromosome, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now come to this X chromosome. After 22nd, this is 23 pair, 23rd pair, that is of sex chromosome. Now just see here, only one X is present, second X is missing. So how many chromosomes will be present in such kind of Turner syndrome patients? 45. As you can see here, one X chromosome is missing. Now if I talk about the symptoms, you can very well imagine the symptoms. If one X chromosome is not there, the feminine growth, the feminine development will be underdeveloped, means the feminine characters will not develop properly. The secondary sexual characters, they will be underdeveloped. Secondary sexual characters are those characters with the help of which you can identify whether a particular person is male or female. So in the patients of Turner syndrome, as one X chromosome is missing, so in that case, the feminine, the secondary sexual characters will be underdeveloped. Clear? They will be sterile. The ovaries, they will be not well developed. So these are the chromosomal disorders. Now let me take your doubts first. After that, I'll move to next topic. Shivam, unmute yourself and take your doubt.
मैम क्लाइनफिल्टर सिंड्रोम ट्राइसोमी का एग्जांपल है.
हाँ जी, in Klinefelter syndrome, basically this syndrome is present in male only, not in female. What is happening? 22 pairs तो वही के वही है. But if I talk about the 23rd pair, that is the sex chromosome, they are having X, X, Y. Normally X, Y होते हैं, but they are having X, X, Y, means this X is additional. So how many chromosomes they are having? 22. Sorry, 44. If I talk about the individual, 44, 45, 46, 47. So this is an example of trisomy. One additional chromosome is there. 2n plus 1 condition is there. Any doubt?
Okay, ma'am.
Any other query? Then you can raise your hand. Any other child? No? Simmerling, unmute yourself and take your
Ma'am,
problem.
सेक्स डिसऑर्डर्स की आपने पेडिग्री नहीं कराई.
Okay. Actually, we haven't done because that is not in your syllabus. If you want, then we can do that also.
Okay, ma'am.
We will do that also, no problem. Any other query? In tomorrow's video, I'll give the example of pedigree of sex-linked disorders also. Any other? Okay. Now let us talk. Yesterday I told you that I'll be showing you one pedigree and I'll be asking questions from you. So I'm showing you one pedigree. Okay. You all listen one thing. I am unmuting you all. You all will be unmuted from my side, but keep yourself muted so that there should be no disturbance. Okay, you all are being unmuted from my side because now I'll be asking questions from you and one by one I can't unmute you. Okay, you all are unmuted from my side. I'll take your name. You have to answer in the pedigree. The pedigree, as she told, it is of autosomal only. It is not of sex-linked pedigree. Clear? Now I'm showing you one image. I hope this pedigree is visible to you all. Now, let me talk about this pedigree. Firstly, let me talk with Dipali. Unmute yourself. Sorry, you are already unmuted. Dipali. Dipali. Shivam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is the pedigree visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Firstly, tell me, is it autosomal dominant or recessive? This is not sex-linked. We haven't done. This is autosomal dominant or recessive.
Autosomal dominant.
Okay, good. This is autosomal dominant. Can you tell me how, why you have said this is dominant? You are right. But can you tell me why you are saying this? आपको कैसे पता चला ये autosomal dominant है?
Autosomal dominant.
Okay, चलो, let me tell you. Autosomal dominant is a trait that is dominant. Means वो कोई भी generation को skip नहीं करेगा. अगर आप देखें यहाँ पे parents में भी affected individual है, first generation में भी affected है, ये भी affected है. This red colored is the affected individual. This is also affected. The first generation में भी affected है, parents भी affected है. Second generation में देखिए, these three are of second generation and these three are also of second generation. आप ये line देखिए, first generation के ये तीनों में भी, so here, so third generation में भी अगर आप देखेंगे affected individual है. ये सिर्फ आपको कंफ्यूज कर रखा है, ये फोर्थ जनरेशन नहीं है, दिस इज थर्ड जनरेशन. जस्ट सी, ये फर्स्ट जनरेशन की बेबी है, ये भी फर्स्ट जनरेशन का है, ये भी. सो दिस इज आल्सो सेकंड, दिस इज आल्सो सेकंड. सो पेरेंट्स में भी अफेक्टेड इंडिविजुअल है, फर्स्ट जनरेशन में भी अफेक्टेड इंडिविजुअल है, सेकंड जनरेशन में भी अफेक्टेड इंडिविजुअल है. If the trait is not missing any generation, then it is dominant. Clear? अगर recessive होता तो कोई ना कोई generation वो skip कर सकता था. So from here I can say it is autosomal dominant. Now, Simmerlin, unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So autosomal recessive है ये, this is clear. Now can you tell me in autosomal dominant, what could be the genotype of the affected person and what could be the genotype of the normal person?
Normal person would be small a, and affected person would be capital A, capital A, small a.
Very good. In dominant traits, small a is always unaffected. Clear? I'm not able to write properly. Small a is always unaffected. So just see here, those who are unaffected, they will be surely small a. उनके पास कोई भी dominant allele capital A होगा ही नहीं. ठीक है? That's why it is autosomal dominant. So this is unaffected male. You can see. So it will be having small a genotype. So इसका genotype हो गया small a. Clear? This is also unaffected. So it will be having small a. This is also having small a. This is also having small a. Like this, you can go for this. Okay. Now let me talk about the affected individuals. This is also small a. Now, if I have to talk about the affected individual, this red is affected, this red is affected, this. Now let me talk about their genotype. Now they could be either capital A or capital A small a. Now I have to find out whether they will be capital A or capital A small a. Now how we will do this? Priya,
Yes, ma'am.
Priya,
Yes, ma'am.
may I ask if you are not having any query?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So let me talk about this affected individual. इतना हमें पता है it could be capital A और capital A small a. अब आप ये बता सकते हैं ये capital A होगा या capital A small a होगा?
ये कैपिटल ए और स्मॉल ए होगा.
अच्छा, listen, common sense लगाओ. Just see one offspring. इसके लिए offspring देखा करो. This offspring is having small a. So ये तो obvious है. One small a will come from the father and second small a allele will come from the mother. So एक
Yes, ma'am.
मदर से आया, एक फादर से आया. मीन्स फादर के पास एक स्मॉल ए है. सो यहाँ पे
Yes, ma'am.
यू कैन सी फादर इज हैविंग स्मॉल ए. ठीक है. सेकंड स्मॉल ए विल कम फ्रॉम द मदर. सो इट मीन्स मदर के पास भी एक स्मॉल ए है. दिस इज फॉर श्योर. सो मदर के पास एक स्मॉल ए तो होगा ही होगा. सो व्हाट कुड बी द
Yes.
कंडीशन? कैपिटल ए और कैपिटल ए स्मॉल ए. इट विल बी
कैपिटल ए स्मॉल ए.
राइट, बिकॉज स्मॉल ए होना जरूरी है. वो आपको ऑफस्प्रिंग देख के पता चल गया.
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly don't write anything on the screen. So it will be capital A, small a. Am I clear? So now let me talk about this. अब देखिए, अब ये वाला affected capital A है या capital A small a है, I cannot tell. Why? Sorry, I can tell. Just see. The
Capital
one
A
parent is having capital A. Second parent is not having capital A. Second के पास capital A है ही नहीं, तो वो capital A नहीं दे सकता. So this offspring will be capital A, small a. It will be capital A, small a. I think I am clear. capital A क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि दूसरा parent capital A दे ही नहीं सकता, तो एक ही देगा, तो वो एक ही capital A आने के chances है. Now if I talk about the third, this, it is capital A or capital A small a. For this I have to see the progeny here. ये affected है, ये affected नहीं है. जो affected नहीं है, it means it will be small a. इतना आपको पता है, dominant में जो affected नहीं है वो दोनों small a allele carry करता है. अब now again see, one small a will come from the mother, one will come from the father. It means mother के पास भी एक small a जरूर है, father के पास भी है. So here mother must be having one small a. So एक तो small a होगा ही होगा, एक capital A होगा because it is affected. So it will be capital A, small a. Now our meeting is about to over. I think the pedigree is clear to you. This will be capital A, small a. capital A and condition possible नहीं है because एक parent के पास capital A है, दूसरे के पास नहीं है. This is normal तो हमेशा small a ही होगा dominant pedigree में. This is small a, and these three they will also be small a. Autosomal dominant में जो normal है उसको small a से denote किया करो. That's it. Small a